Hey folks, Thack with AOK Urban Homestead, and well, I got a chance to go get some chickens, so I'm going to take you guys along. Well folks, it's not very often you get a chance to fill your freezer full of chickens, so yeah, I hopped on it right away when the opportunity arose. I'm in the car and yeah, I'm probably not going to show you guys me butchering them, but I will show you once I start cleaning them. How about that? YouTube frowns on killing animals, you know. So, anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. So let's talk about how I came upon these chickens. I had a friend that had some bunch of laying hens that were not laying anymore and needed to get rid of them. And since he knew I don't mind tough birds, he asked me if I wanted them. And folks, you know, some people are going to frown on the fact that they're laying hens and they're tough and they're old. But to me, food is food. It doesn't have to be the best tasting food. And if you know how to cook it right, you can make it into anything like soups, stews, and you can use the bones for stock and stuff like that. So networking is very, very important. My friends all know I will eat game meats. I will, yeah, process these chickens for my own self and my family. My wife, on the other hand, will eat the chicken breast if I cook it right or whatever, and she'll eat the soups and stews too. So to us, free food is the best food. Well, folks, I thought I'd just go ahead and slow things down a little bit. If you're a little squeamish, don't watch it. So we just butchered 25 chickens. So I'm gonna clean them. So what we did was we dunk them in boiling hot water. So I always start by cleaning off the neck first and going downwards. Right, so the hot water does loosen up the feathers so that you guys can pluck it off faster. So whatever's soft, you can go ahead and just pluck away. I leave whatever doesn't come off easily, because if you like the skin like I do, if you force it, you will tear the skin. So just get what you can, and then when you get to the harder parts, you just dunk it again. Folks, I don't even know if you guys can hear me because the wind is ripping today. Kind of like these feathers ripping off today. So, and then just work your way down. I always clean my table in between dunkings so I keep a cleaner workspace. Alright. So I just dunked it again, and you see it comes off so much easier. Because of the wind, the hot water gets chilled, warms up, cools down fast. So sometimes you'll have to dunk more than once. Well, you'll have to dunk about 3-4 times sometimes. But on a nice warm day, you kind of worry about, you know, bacteria growing. So on the cooler days, at least it'll take a little while for bacteria to form, so I'm not too worried. And then I do have a cooler full of ice, so that way when I go to the next one, they're being cooled down right away, and yeah, less chances of bacteria growing, salmonella, things like that. So yeah, just do the best you can, as fast as you can, but you know, when you're a beginner, you want to slow down, dunk it as much as you possibly, you know, need to. Now, you do not want to dunk it too long where you're cooking part of it, you know. So that's the hard part, is knowing how long to dunk it, I guess. So when you first start, just dunk it for a minute and then just keep going. because your water's going to get hotter and hotter as you have it on all day. All right, last bit here is legs. Alright folks, we'll come back. We'll go to my kitchen and I'll show you the rest of the cleaning process. Well folks, welcome to my kitchen. Now normally I would not do this inside, but it is howling wind outside. So I brought one chicken inside so that I can show you guys how we're gonna do this. Alright, so let's get going. Make sure you guys have a good sharp knife. And let's see. So to clean these, I just cut down from the top and then the side, because you don't want to rupture the intestine, right, and get poo everywhere. So you'll find this, the breastplate comes down, and that's actually where you want to kind of just give yourself a nice little incision. Pull downwards and you will open it all the way up, okay? So after that, like I said, you pull all the way down and you're going to see almost everything comes out with it. You're going to break the back. A lot of people don't eat the back anyways, so there we go. And then you'll break the back and take everything out all at once. Now you're gonna have to reach in if you want to get the heart. There it is, right there. Okay. And you'll see here's the liver. A lot of people eat the liver and the heart, so that's why I did that. And you pull back, keep pulling back. You're gonna find a lot of stuff that you don't need, but I'm gonna show you what each piece looks like, so that way when you do run into it, you can keep the right pieces that you want. Okay, so now this was one fatty chicken because, well, it didn't do a lot. So you take it and you want to make sure you go above the poo chute, right? So that way you're not contaminating the rest of everything else. And then you go down, go around that poo chute again, and your chicken is basically clean on the inside now. I will trim off all the chicken fat that's inside there and stuff, but other than that, your chicken is clean. Yeah, it's just a lot of fat in there and stuff like that. Okay? That's it. But if you guys want me to, how about I come back after I show you guys the insides of what is what, okay? So, I showed you the heart. That's what a heart looks like. You take all the fatty pieces around it. That's what the heart looks like. Alright. This right here, man, this was one fatty chicken. Alright, let's go here. Now, when you're doing the liver, the spleen, is it, I don't know if it's called the spleen or whatever it's called. You're going to want to be careful. I'm going to show it to you. Oh, this one right here. That has a lot of bitterness in it. So make sure you don't cut that, or else you're going to basically ruin the liver if you like to eat liver. Okay, you want to just cut that whole section out right there. That way you have a nice clean piece of liver. And man, that liver is beautiful. Alright, let's go into the gizzard now. I don't keep anything else. I do like my gizzards and my heart and the liver. Sometimes I keep the liver just for fishing, for catfishing. If we have a lot, you know. If we don't have a lot, well, anyways, so you just discard all this. it's nice to make sure you have yourself a bucket for trash right handy. Alright, so folks, this is what a chicken gizzard looks like. This is a very fatty one. Now, inside the gizzard is basically the stomach. Chickens don't really have a real stomach, they have a gizzard. So if you cut down in the middle and then you open it up, get your bucket ready. Get your bucket ready here. You're gonna find all the rocks that it's been eating and all that stuff that it's been eating. So that way you get this all cleaned up. So if you like to eat the gizzard, this is what you would do. If you do not like to eat the gizzard, don't worry about it, okay? And then there's actually another membrane right there. You'll peel that off. Guys, see that? You peel this off and boom, you have a very, very clean gizzard now. So only do that if you really like to eat gizzards. So I love fried gizzards, so I'm gonna do that to all the chickens. And I said, I do like the liver. If I don't eat it, the dogs will eat it. I save all the hearts for my dogs. Yeah, that's a nice special treat for them. So that's why I save the heart for them. Alright, anyways, I got a bunch more chickens to do. I'll be back to finish off the video in a minute. Well, folks, they're all cleaned, but you know what? I forgot to tell you guys about the chicken crawl. There is a sack right here, and it's always, if you're looking at the chicken from above, if you're looking at the chicken from above, it's always tucked into the right breast. So you have to be careful, and you'll cut that crawl out and you'll pull it out, cut it, and then you can cut it right there and save your meat. The crawl is what the chickens store their feed before it goes in. So the crawl is usually always full of food if you're butchering it right after a feeding or something like that. That's why some places try not to feed them before butchering, so you don't have to really mess with the crawl. They'll feed them the night before, but then by that time they should have it gotten down. And so yeah, that's the crawl. Anyways, guys, I have my sealer right here, and all I'm going to try and do is just stick them in. I got these bags that are already pre-made, but if I run out, I can just make more bags, shove them in, and seal them up. So that's about it. If I notice there's like a piece that is like bony or something, I usually wrap it with some wax paper, the bony spot, so that way it doesn't puncture my bag. Alright, folks, so I'm just going to start sealing them up. I want to thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. Until next time, stay blessed and be A-OK.